Early travel week for the Washington Commanders, considering we will be traveling across country to California to play the Los Angeles Chargers. We've already ruled out 3 players that will not be making the flight to California. Superstar and newly paid wide receiver Terry McLaurin, even though he was spotted at practice stretching and in practice uniform today, will not be making the trip with the team. Sam Cosmi, who activation window kicked off yesterday, will not be playing, and often injured as Noah Brown once again will not be playing this week for the Washington Commanders. But the GOAT's back, so let's restore the feeling. Let's talk about it. What it doing? What's going on, Washington Commanders Nation? It's your boy Rio Robinson, back with the latest and greatest on the Rambling with Rio YouTube channel, where we ramble about our Washington Commanders. It is Thursday. Week 5 is now underway tonight, getting kicked off with the Rams and 49ers. And Washington's headed up for 425, America's Game of the Week kick, where the whole world will be watching. It is the afternoon, evening, primetime slot, and Washington will be missing a lot of bodies on that field. So just felt like we needed to have a little update since the injury report looks a little crazy. I don't know if y'all saw it yet. The injury report looks a little nuts. See, it's an early travel week, and I'm thinking some of this is precautionary combination with that and veteran rest days and just keeping guys fresh for Sunday. But it looks a little spooky on the injury report. There are some names that are on this list that, in combination with the players I just told you that will not be playing on Sunday, that'll be scary hours for Washington if they're not on the football field. So let's look at this long-ass practice list. So Dorrance Armstrong, one of the got illness though. He has no structural damage done. He was a full participant today. We exhale. That is our best edge rusher. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to see here. Special teams demon Nick Bellore, good to go. Quad and rest day on Wednesday. He's back at it today. Noah Brown, I told y'all we need to start acting and moving as if he no longer is a part of this football team. He lives on the injury list. He's never went a season without using some PTO and being on the injury list. Groin and knee. After the chosen Anderson, Robbie, whatever his name is in 2025, after that signing to the practice squad, what do we need Noah Brown for? You signed another veteran that can do the same thing Noah Brown did. You don't know what he has left at this point, but we don't know what Noah Brown has left at this point. So maybe that signing is going to have to pay dividends a lot sooner than Washington thinks. So, of course, Noah Brown is out again this week. Ali Cahill on a limited basis. Not really that mattered. So with Terry, it is good news that it doesn't require surgery. It's good news that he didn't have to go on the IR, which is a minimum of 4 weeks out. My prediction, just like I crystal balled when Jaden got hurt, and I said, yeah, we're not going to see 5 again until the Chargers game. And look at us right now about to play the Chargers, and 5 about to take his ass out there with the extendo stone cold bulky knee brace on, which looks like it's hindering his movement. Not gonna lie, he do look hindered. If you watch these clips of Jaden throwing the ball around in practice, he is fidgeting and fumbling with that brace a lot. You know how when you put something on a kid that they don't want to have on, but they need to have on, and like every time they take a step, they just start fumbling with it. They start messing with it. You know, like how like a big person always got to fix their shirt and shit. Yeah, trust me, I've been big back for a while. I'm that. But he's playing with that brace after everything he does. He throws it, he touches the brace. He starts walking, he starts rolling out, he starts doing his quarterback footwork. He's playing with the brace. But he gonna play with it. He better learn how to move around in it, Jaden, as long as you're out on that football field, you might have to win it from the pocket and get down as soon as possible and get your head out of Dodge. But going back to Terry, I like to go off on tangents. I don't think Terry's playing to the Chiefs game. I hope I'm wrong about that. I knew for sure he was not playing last week and this week That's a quad injury. That's a soft tissue injury. And the timing of it all makes it go right back to the fact that he missed most of the summer. Missing most of the summer, holding in, and not getting practice reps on top of being 30 years old now, that is a recipe for a soft tissue disaster. And it appears we avoided disaster with him while we're not rushing him back on this quad so it doesn't fall off the bone like brisket. But I think he's going to miss another game or two, y'all. I don't think we see Terry again to the Chiefs game on Monday Night Football, but maybe, just maybe, we see Terry for the game where we go up to Dallas on October 19th. Love you too, baby. But I don't expect to see Terry next week versus the Chicago Bears for my birthday game. Get well soon, 17, because we need you, my guy. And guys, don't demonize Terry. Don't put it on him for holding in for a contract. Don't give up on the guy. That's still our guy. We can't get a return. We can't get a refund. We can't send the contract back, you know? Hopefully this isn't going to be too much longer. These are the two names on this injury list that are going to keep me up at night because this is terrifying. This is terrifying. This is much bigger than the Terry, Noah Brown, Sam Cosmi shit because we knew Cosmi wasn't about to play yet and we knew Terry and Noah wasn't about to play. What are Mikey Sandra-Still and Deebo Samuel not practicing on Thursday for? It is travel day tomorrow, and we're going to know who's making the flight, who's not making the flight. But Deebo and Mikey not practicing on Thursday for a Sunday evening kick, that's scary, y'all. That is scary. Deebo, you are all we got in the wide receiver room. Do you mean to tell me I got to watch Luke McCaffrey masquerade as a number one with Jalen Lane, who really can't catch passes yet, opposite you? Robbie Chosen Anderson, who picked number 12, by the way. He knew Luke. He knew Malcolm Kelly. But so we about to watch. If Deebo, let's hypothetically talk about a scenario where Deebo, Noah, and Terry are out on Sunday. At that point, do we even want Jaden on the field? Yes, we want Jaden on the field. I'm just kidding. But Jaden will have to go out that hole without his wide receiver 1, 2, and 3 versus a Chargers team with the number 2 defense in the league, which we're going to break down the entire matchup on my game preview tomorrow on the channel at around 1 noon. Me and Lil Rio will be crunching the numbers and making some final predictions for Washington at LA on Sunday. But this is looking like quite a tall task, and I can kind of see why conventional wisdom and media pundits nationally, no one's picking Washington in this game. I think one person on the NFL Network panel picked Washington, but we like it that way. You know, I know a lot of you like to be the underdog. Y'all don't like us to have expectations and stuff like that. And no, we haven't quite lived up to them so far into this season, but you can see why Washington is most certainly an underdog in this game right now. But hey, let's go out and earn our respect and get to it. But man, Deebo and Mikey Sandra-Still, y'all aren't allowed to miss a game. We already got enough going on out here. We can't have you missing this game. We need you out there. We need you. We need more people. We're running out of players at this point. John Bates. John Bates is, hold up. Did I say John Bates was out? I don't think I said John, but John Bates was full go. Thank the Lord. Our guy is back because we don't get anything from the guy we drafted in the second round last year. I know some of y'all saying, oh, Rio, you're being too hard on Ben Simmons. We took him in the second round. Fuck all that. Like, I need to see more. At this point, let me see what Colson Yankoff can do. But, man, this is a tall task, but this is one of those games where if Jaden is as good as we think he is, and he thinks and knows that he is, he's going to have to strap that team on his jetpack and fly us to victory in California, the state where he was born and raised. I need him on Demon Time and on Upset Central like freshman Jaden when he did it to Justin Herbert, who was a top 10 team looking to punch their ticket to the playoffs that year. I need him moving like that. But Man. We're going to be making us an interesting sleeper ticket this week because I don't even know what pass catching options are going to be on the field this week. But speaking of sleeper, they are running a promotion right now for new users where they're giving you $20, no deposit required. And for first-time users, you can still receive the 100% match bonus for up to $100. Win up to 1,000 times your cash right now on Sleep. The NFL season is here, which means you have a chance to win 1,000 times your cash on daily fantasy. Football has never been more exciting than it is with players like Jaden Daniels, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, and Jamar Chase. Pick on stats for these stars like touchdowns, passing yards, receiving yards, fantasy points, and more for up to a 1,000 times payout on Sleeper. Get your picks right and you could win big using promo code RIO91. That was promo code RIO91 and you'll get up to a $100 match bonus on your first deposit. Terms and conditions may apply. Rio91 on the Sleeper app. Make sure you take advantage of that $20 they are giving you with no deposit required for first-time users. But back to this game on Sunday afternoon because it is daunting, but we did pray for times like this, and we wanted a quarterback that would be able to supersede all the odds, all of the possible shortcomings and misfortunes around him. How concerned are y'all about Jaden and a knee brace? It clearly looks like it is limiting his movement, but I'm sorry. I believe in the ability of this guy so much. I'm not concerned about the knee brace. Is he going to be at 100% speed? Obviously not, because the knee brace don't allow you to get as flexible as you do without the knee brace. But Jaden is still Jaden. And I think for the first time in 2025, you're going to see him look like the guy that led us to 60 minutes away from the Super Bowl in his rookie season in the NFL. I think this is going to be a big Jaden day because it has to be a big Jaden day. And Cliff said something very interesting at his press conference today. He said, we were very cautious with Jaden because we don't want to put him out there if he can't be Jaden. So if he's getting the start, as we see him getting all the reps, taking the media and doing everything a starting quarterback does the week of a start, they wouldn't be putting him out there if they didn't think he could look like his normal self. So I think we need to, as much as PTSD and war flashbacks of the 2012 through 2013 Redskins want to take over your psyche and your thought process into this one, we got to take the pacifier out and let our guy be our guy. He was medically cleared. There's no structural damage, and he has a brace on his knee. Now let's go and let's get the fuck active. Jaden Daniels, I need to see you look like that guy again. It looked fine week 1. It looked bad week 2. And you've been clamoring that you were healthy enough to play in weeks 3 and 4. Well, it's time to show us, baby. It's time to show us. You're the homecoming king. You're going back to California. You've played Justin Herbert in a big game in college when you were only 18 years old. You might be without your wide receiver 1, 2, and 3. You're starting right guard, a whole bunch of things. It's you in the backfield and Zach Ertz against the world on Sunday. I think Debo's playing, by the way. I'm being a little bit exaggerative and hyperbolic and trying to lead with pessimism. So when the bad news comes, I'm not shocked or surprised by it. But I think Debo is a go on Sunday afternoon. I also think Mikey is a go. And if Mikey is a go, it's time for Mikey to look like the Mikey he was last year. I'm tired of playing the conversation game of, did we put Mikey here? Did we put Mikey there? How about we stop playing Where's Waldo with Mikey Sanders still and just let him learn the position that he's at, excel, and get good at it? I'm tired of the cross-training here. Guys need to get good at the jobs that they were provided, the jobs they were drafted to do. We're not putting Marshawn at safety. We're not putting Mikey back on the outside. Lock in at your position and get right. Because if you lose to this team on Sunday, there are no longer allegations. The fake demon the fake demon, not a real team. We don't beat good teams. None of those are no longer allegations. They are all fact. If the second team we run into that's worth a damn, we can't handle them on Sunday afternoon. So, Jaden, you said you've been good for 2 weeks. Look like it. Mikey Sanders still, Debo Samuel, need y'all out there on Sunday. Can't afford y'all to miss this game. If you got to sit at practice all week, it's cool. Ice that heel up, ice them knees, and Mikey, bring your eyes because you're going to have your hands full with a pretty good wide receiving core and the fourth in passing yards MVP candidate looking Justin Herbert season that we're seeing from the Los Angeles Chargers so far. I think the Chargers are playing better football than us so far this year, but I don't think the Chargers are necessarily this significantly better football team than Washington. And it's time for us to go out and earn the reverence and respect on our name again, because we are about to fall to the 20s in power ranking. We're already being forgotten about. And it's deservedly so after you lay an egg and you let Michael Penix Jr. look like Steve Young versus you on Sunday afternoon. Different level of ball. Bring back that road dog mentality. Y'all remember last year when we took our show on the road like the Beatles and we traveled early, we bonded as brothers, and we had our biggest moments of the year on the road. Y'all remember Tampa Bay? Y'all remember Motown where we put the buffs on in the locker room after we put belt to ass and 45 on the number 1 seed, Detroit Lions? Bring back my joy. Bring back the feeling. Bring back the vibrations. Jaden Daniels, it's time to remind the world who you are, who we are as a team, and that we are a contender. Because you lose this game, and no one's going to think about us in that light anytime soon, because we'll be 0 for 2 in games of significance in the 2025 season. If we don't, that is all I got for right now. Shout out to my sponsors, Sleeper, Rio 91 on Sleeper. I should be having some picks put on Twitter in the next hour or so before the night's game comes on for the Niners-Rams game. And if you need any tickets to any games, you want to go to the Monday night game on October 13th, the night before my birthday, you want to use Rio 10 on the SeatGeek app. I'll be doing my game preview tomorrow. I'll have Rio Jr. in here. They're on fall break, so the kiddos are with me. So I'll be spending time with the kids today. And we're here for the game preview tomorrow at 1. And Saturday, I'll get something out as well. Sunday, we're going live all day. We're starting with some Dos Rio Red Zone at 1 o'clock and going all the way through Washington's versus the Chargers at 4:25 with Brady and company on the call and our old friend Ronald Eugene Rivera on the radio broadcast for that guy. I don't want Ron anywhere near my team, but it is what it is, and it comes with the territory. Jaden, I hope you found your cape, my brother, because it's time to put it on, secure it, and fly us back to victory, because we need the vibes and the vibrations back in DC right now. Until next time, hail to the Washington Commanders. Commander Rio is out. I've been looking to find the best deal on Washington Commanders tickets for the 2025 season, which is why I want to give the sponsor of today's video, SeatGeek, a huge shout out. With over 28 million downloads, SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticketing app. There are more than 70,000 events listed on SeatGeek, including concerts, sporting events, festivals, and more. The NFL is right around the corner, and MLB is in full swing. I love using SeatGeek. Recently used it, lock in my training camp tickets. Most notably, I was at the Grand National Tour with my son, Kendrick Lamar, and SZA at Northwest Stadium. SeatGeek has your back. Each ticket is rated on a scale of 1 through 10, so you know you're getting a good deal. So look for the green dots. Green means good, red means bad. Plus, every ticket is backed by their buyer guarantee. And you know I had to come through for y'all using promo code RIO10 for 10% off your next set of tickets at SeatGeek. That's 10% off any tickets with promo code RIO10. Make sure you click the link in the description